What's up, home skillets? It's been a while. No, you can't see my face, but that's because I'm far too beautiful for the camera. Anyway, as you can see on my screen, I have a tier list that I made of the Stranger Things seasons in honor of the finale. I have put 1 through 5 in the tier list, and I will be ranking them on this scale that I made. Peak GOAT, which means like best of the best, wouldn't change anything at all. Baller, which is like, this is really good. There were some things that I didn't like, some things that I did. Mid as I didn't like hate it, but I probably wouldn't rewatch it like over and over again. WTF, LMAO, not a rewatch, probably didn't like it too much. Kill it with fire. It means I hate the whole thing and I want it gone, and it killed everything for me, and I want it dead. And I never want to see it ever again. Let's get started. Starting off strong, season 1. I'm gonna put it in right now, peak GOAT. Because on its own, really, really good, really strong, really scary. The sci-fi element with the characters element was really good. I really liked the introduction to each character. I really liked the plot that they had going, and I really liked the storyline. I think that with season 1 as a start, it was the best start they could have had. All right, season 2. I'm putting that in peak GOAT. And then I'm moving season 1 down to baller. And here's why. I think that season 2 had the best new elements. There was one episode I didn't love too much, but I didn't hate it. I wouldn't really change it, but I wouldn't really keep it in there. Do I think they needed that? No. But they did bring it back, but we'll get there. I'm moving season 1 down solely because I think the character element and the character building in this season and the acting were so much better. Moving on, season 3. That was mid as hell. I hated all of it. You know what? Because what was this season? See, I would put it like mid here. I'll probably put it back up here. Was it bad? Like, no. Technically, I liked the characters in this. I just think they made Mike such a butthole. Like, he was such an ass. To be honest, I didn't really want to see them making out. Dude, it's so hard to like rank this season, to be honest, because what the hell is happening in it? But also, like, it's not the worst, because I would put season 4 right under it. Season 4, controversially, I actually didn't hate too much. Honestly, controversial here. I liked the getting Hopper plot back. I kind of wish he stayed dead, to be honest. I don't think we needed him, and I don't really think that added anything. Also, they completely ignored the fact that there were Russians after these 2 seasons. But yeah, I guess, controversial opinion, I liked season 4 better than I liked season 3. But because of season 3 is why I liked season 4. So that's why season 3 is so hard for me to rank, because these 2 are low-key interchangeable for me. Like, I could probably put these both at mid or probably season 5. I'm going to rank this in the parts it came out. First 4 episodes. Absolute cinema. The sorcerer was perfect. I saw Mike kind of having his nice little I loved you moment with Will. All of season 2 kind of ties into how I feel about the first part of season 5. Part 2. Part 2 without part 3, I would say, is here. And that's because that coming out scene, did I like it before the end? Yes. Part 1 in season 5, we got this entire arc with Robin. We got this whole nice little, like, I got Vicky, I'm so happy, I'm certain Mike likes you back. Like, there are signals, there are signs to look for. And they told us to pay attention to the small details, and I was paying attention to the small details. I was paying attention to the small details. okay? All of season 2 is a very large detail to me. And then part 3 came out. What was part 3? The coming out scene was almost an entire minute longer than the final battle. They retconned half their show and half the play with part 3. And then the entire show went downhill for me. What was the point of this? What was the point of this? What was the point of how did Will talk through the lights? Where are the demogorgons and demobats like there were in season 4? How did the door unlock and how did Will get captured? Why Will? Why 12 kids? Why did there need to be so much happening in this season that retconned the entire show?
I don't understand!
So my final ranking with the addition of season 5 is this. I loved this show. I grew up with this show. I changed my name and came out because of this show. I related so heavily to Will in the first 3 seasons, in the first 4 seasons, because of his queerness. And then they completely retconned his gayness. They completely made it for no reason. He didn't have to be gay. And if he did have to be gay, it didn't have to be in love with Mike. That completely ruined it for me. Did you know that the Stranger Things fandom started shipping Byler because of season 2? But not because they thought Will was in love with Mike, no. But because they thought Mike was in love with Will. Am I mad about Byler not happening? Yes. Did they queer bait the hell out of us with this season 2? Yes. The queer baiting aside, let's talk about the plot holes. I have an entire list of the plot holes. Starting with, why Will? First of all, that was never answered. How did the door open? How did he talk through the lights? If the Upside Down was stuck on the day, 2 days, 3 days before Joyce puts up the light wall, the alphabet wall. Where are the rest of the demogorgons and demobats and demo things? Where's Vecna? Why'd the shadow monster only appear in season 2? Why did Elle get taken with the gate? Season 2. Where did the demodogs come from? Why were there so many? If it's such a hive mind in season 5, why didn't Will and or Elle die when Vecna and the Mind Flayer died? Where did Dr. Owens go in season 5? But again, back to season 2. What was the point of bringing up Kali in this season if they weren't going to bring her back for these 2, and if she was really irrelevant until season 5, and then they just killed her off anyway? Honestly, too, with season 3, everyone's stupid. The entire, not the main cast, but like the entire town. What do you mean a mall fire? There was like 60 deaths. And the mall was closed. Season 4, why was Mike just an asshole? Why on earth would they put Elle into a high school when she's not even fully educated in like past middle school? And then season 5. Oh, season 5. If you've seen the play, you know why season 5 is so bad. They completely retcon the play. But in the play, Henry gets sucked into Dimension X, and Dimension X is actually the Abyss. I don't know why they call it 2 different names. It's really confusing, but trust me, they're the same. Mike is just schizophrenic now? I don't understand. Things I liked about season 5 specifically. Dustin, his grief. And that's kind of what I liked about season 3 as well, or season 4 as well, is the grief. I really loved how they portrayed PTSD and grief within Max and Dustin. I really related to it. I really understood it. And I really, really liked the way that they kind of isolated themselves and got angrier and angrier because of their grief. I really liked that. And I loved the dynamic that Steve and Dustin had. Controversial opinion, the Jancy breakup I really liked. If you thought that was a proposal when he literally said unproposal and threw the ring, I'm sorry, you're stupid. I'm so sorry you didn't understand. I think I liked it because I like Nancy as a character on her own. I think she's really good independently. Other things I liked before the end, Will. I really liked Will's growth. I really liked his acceptance. I really liked his coming out until I didn't, because it didn't pay off anyway, so what was the point of that? Writing a character that is queer only to like have him be the only character that doesn't get a love interest in the entire series when he literally says, I'm not gonna fall in love. I didn't know he was being truthful. I wish that Will died, not because I hate him, but because it would have made sense with the lore. This was a show made for outcasts and queer people and weirdos. And in the end, the main lead character, who was a female, very strong, who wanted autonomy, killed herself because that was the message that was sent, was the only way to get out of the cycle of abuse is to commit. Mike was literally lobotomized. He was reduced down to a nothing burger, emotionless, soulless guy who didn't even care. And this scene.
Friends? No thanks. Best friends.
Are you kidding me? And don't even get me started on the fact that afterwards, after all of this came out in interviews, the Duffer brothers have not only been racist, but homophobic and sexist. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you disagreed with me, feel free to leave a comment. I'm not gonna read it because I don't care about your opinion. This is my channel. I can do what I want. Thanks for watching. Bye.